EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Gets around him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Ravens at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
When you talk about the Seahawk defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork, right?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. To throw is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Oh, design run for their wideout. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Seahawks 7, Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It got his man complete. Touchdown. With career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. We are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they get.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 26. A big play there out of the running game. 46 yards. 7-7, our score after one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the air now with Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score, Seahawks 14, Ravens 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
It's 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now Geno on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Shifts by him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Taker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. 13 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And here comes Berrios. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Partner, you know when we call the game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Forced out to his left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And Smith here, an audible at the line. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From the gun, it's Walker to about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Smith had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Results of getting back into this football game in the 2nd half. They don't need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on. And this throw will be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Okay, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A gear for Walker running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, here Lockett with a chance to run it. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Smith. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be way off target.
He had excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. That would have been an easy throw.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Jackson going to shift him around. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
13 next. 13 next.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Berrios. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the Seahawks 24-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now it's Smith. And that's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad blast, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 58. No more. Indy. Look. Check 59. Cover.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. That is caught, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. was able to get to it. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
One thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on
Set, cut. Set. Cut. Down. Shot. Seven. Ready, ready, ready. Here we go, set, go. Let's go now. Ready, go. Got it. Hut, hut. Okay, ready, set. Here we go, set. Let's go. Hut, hut. Here we go. Hut. Ready. Ready. Set. Ready. 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 Set. Hut. Set. Hut. Ready. Hut. Come on, set. Ready. Set. Set. Go. Ready. 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 Go. Ready. Hut, hut. Down. 22 needle. Set. On the double. Set.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, and he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets at 9-2 to start play. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You talk about this Falcon defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And the reinforcement blitz coming as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Ritter back to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. That's out quickly to London. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Jets defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Hardman on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
He'll buy some time right. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hall again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Robinson with another carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Here's Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Broken tackle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Ritter will set up to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Looking to throw it here. Ritter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Hey, you're not quick enough.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This pass is caught by London. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Going up top for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Hardman on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
gets it, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hall again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the counter, it's Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Ritter to throw it. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Ritter now. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a good call there that brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Hardman to return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They'll give to Hall. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ball on a give up the middle. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Into the red red zone. It's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, here's Ritter. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.